Alright, just making sure everything's working before I get started here. Back with more drink reviews. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. This one looks good. Something different today. Well, something similar and something different. Usually do two when I'm able. The first one, Babe Yerba Mate, Blueberry Acai, or Acai. Acai. However you pronounce that. I've reviewed their other drinks, other flavors, so I really like these. We'll see how this one is. And then this one's different. It's called Be Love. It's an electrolyte drink, so there's a lot of sodium in here. I didn't notice that when I bought it, but yeah, there's a lot of sodium. So, very specific drink. I don't know, what should I start with? I'll start with this so it gets the best showing. I pop some of this condensation first. All right, so with these little reviews, I'm going to do my presentation and then I'll check the comments and see if anyone said anything. Yeah. Anyways, it's good. Taking a look at this Be Love Berry Bliss Electrolyte drink. 12 ounce, 355 milliliters. It's a very big logo on there. Let's take a look at the nutrition facts. So it's 0 calories. The big deal here is that it has 220 milligrams of sodium in this drink. That's a lot. 10% of your daily value in sodium in one drink. So they call it an electrolyte beverage. So obviously they really want to add the sodium. So if you're doing a workout or something, this might make sense. But I'm not working out. I'm just reviewing a drink. So anyways, ingredients: reverse osmosis water, natural flavors, sea salt, citric acid, magnesium malate, magnesium malate, potassium chloride, and stevia leaf extract. So this is very different than anything I've ever tried. Oh, it also has potassium and magnesium in there. Yeah. I'll do a close-up of this and rehash all the information. But it says non-GMO, vegan-friendly, gluten-free, top 9 allergen-free. So there's a lot going on with this one. Berry Bliss. Yeah. Be Love. Electrolyte beverage, 12 ounce, 355 milliliters. Nutrition facts: 0 calories, 220 milligrams of sodium, which is 10% of your daily value. That's quite a bit. And then potassium, 45 milligrams, magnesium, 15 milligrams. And for the ingredients, we've got reverse osmosis water, natural flavors, sea salt, citric acid, magnesium malate, and potassium chloride, as well as stevia leaf extract. So the sweetener here is the stevia. It's one of those low calorie sugar alternatives. So do your research on this one. It's one of the more recent, quote unquote, natural ones. Anyways, so it looks like they're produced in Austin, Texas. And then whatever it says, one can gives 10 people in need access to clean water for one day. Okay. And there's some more marketing material. Trying to hold the can steady. It says This is a reminder to take care of yourself, to hydrate, to feel clear, to move with ease. Also, a reminder of what, so I'm trying to read it. It's a little difficult for me at this position. What really matters: love, connection, and joy. With every sip, you're giving someone else the gift of clean water through Give Power. A simple choice, a real impact. Drink love, share love, be love. That's nice. Foster love. So good branding at the very least. I don't know the details of that program or whatever it is, but take that for whatever you feel like taking it for. Yeah. Again, it's got non-GMO, vegan-friendly, gluten-free, top 8. Or was it? Oh no, top 9 allergen-free. I think we've covered everything. So let's open it up. Try to keep it away from my microphone when I do that. I can already smell it. So it's free of food coloring. That's nice. Very simple. Does look thick. Some thick liquid. I don't think I really need to zoom in here, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Pretty simple, which is nice to see. Definitely has a berry smell to it. Fruity berry smell. Smells nice. Yeah. So this is called Berry Bliss. It says it has a really bit of tiny text here. It says naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Okay. So Be Love Berry Bliss. Let's try it out. That is unique. This is definitely in the direction of a sports drink with the flavor profile. There is a lot of sodium, a lot of salt taste. The stevia is really trying, but it's not doing too much with the sweetness. Yeah, to me, it does have a berry flavor to it, but it's definitely being overshadowed by the. If you if you ever had any sort of sports drink, they do have that salty taste to them usually. This one's just more amplified compared to a Gatorade or a Powerade. It's even more of that salty taste to it. This is actually bordering on those electrolyte drinks, which is, geez, what's the name? Pedialyte? Yeah, I think it's called Pedialyte, where it's very specifically designed to be an electrolyte drink that could potentially be used if you've had, I don't even want to say it, like explosive diarrhea or something, and you're trying to rehydrate. That's kind of the, not a great visual picture, right? But so Pedialyte, I don't know what other brands are. There's like generic brands, like store brands of that stuff. That's almost, this is sweeter tasting. And it's not as difficult to drink as those ones, but it does kind of go in that direction more so than a sports drink. It's very drinkable. It's just that I noticed that 220 milligrams of sodium. Yeah. I mean, it could be the flavor I'm tasting, could be the magnesium malate. I don't really know what this is or what it does, or we can look it up and see what it does. But yeah. So the stevia's in there. It's trying, but just not really adding a huge amount of sweetness to it. Uh, the flavoring is also trying to stand out, but it's not. There is a little bit of sourness. Oh, it's going to come from the citric acid, it looks like. So there's sea salt, potassium chloride, and magnesium malate in here. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just really know what you're getting here when you're going to drink this thing. I think really the only reason you would want to drink this is if you do some really intense exercise and or you have some type of you're sick or something and you really need to hydrate. So yeah, those are really, to me, those are the main reasons that you would consider drinking this. I wouldn't drink it just to drink it. This just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, need to drink some water. It's interesting. And I do have another one of these to try out in the future. I'm going to assume it's very similar. But yeah, so if I think this is something that you'll know you need it when you need it type of thing. It tastes fine for what it is. Uh, the ingredients look okay. There's nothing that stands out to me. But yeah, that's the. Oh, let me look up that magnesium malate real quick. Let's put this over here. Magnesium malate. So it says, I guess we can just use the AI preview. That's probably, unless there's Wikipedia. There are some health related websites. Hmm. I'll just do the AI preview thing. It's probably reasonably close. Whoops. Wrong camera. Sorry. Oh, I changed my. Looks like I changed my setup a little bit. Whoops. Anyways, so it says dietary supplement combining magnesium with malic acid, commonly used for daytime energy support, muscle function, and reduced fatigue. It's also well absorbed by the body and less likely to cause strong laxative effects. Well, that's interesting. uh, less likely. Less likely. Well, hopefully that's not something I need to look forward to. Uh, energy production, malic acid plays a direct role in the Krebs cycle, helping cells turn food into usable energy. Muscle pain, stiffness, and fibromyalgia symptoms. High bioavailability. Organic acid, making it easier for the body to absorb, use. So this is very sports drink focused, it looks like. So digestive upset. High doses can cause, oh my. Well, may interact poorly with certain diuretics, antibiotics, or bone loss medications. So if you're taking any of that stuff, don't drink this. Okay. Yeah, so that's apparently what it is. Good to know. Okay. So, anyways, it's an interesting drink, something unique. Obviously, it's a it should be a drink that you're only going to drink when you know that you need it, type of thing. But that's the Bee Love Berry Bliss. Okay. Next, I don't see any comments. I'm going to go to the next one. Yeah. Next up, Babe Yerba Mate Blueberry Acai. However you pronounce that. Acai. Acai. I should have looked that up. Anyways, let's see what we got here. Contains 3% juice, non-carbonated, 60 calories, 16 total sugars. Of that, it's 14 grams of added sugars. And then for the ingredients, we've got purified water, organic cane sugar, organic blueberry juice concentrate, organic yerba mate extract, organic acai puree. I should probably look that up. Sorry. ACAI. I don't really eat those. I know they're added to fruit bowls and stuff, but I have not eaten one of those. Take me a second here. I'll just restart once I pronunciation. Whoops. Help if I. Acai. Okay, I was right, kind of. Acai. 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 Close enough. Yep. We got the proper camera. All right, let's redo. Take a look at this Babe Yerba Mate. Sorry. Put this window over here so I can see myself. All right. Take a look at this Babe Yerba Mate Blueberry Acai. Yeah. It is organic energy, according to them. 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. Contains 3% juice, 60 calories, 16 grams of total carbohydrates. Of that, it's 14 grams of added sugar. So considering it's 3% juice, the 14 grams versus 16 grams, it's 2 grams of sugar from the juice, most likely, and then 14 grams from organic cane sugar. There's also purified water, organic blueberry juice concentrate, organic yerba mate extract, organic acai puree, organic natural flavors, citric acid, monk fruit powder, which is a sugar alternative, low calorie sweetener, and organic caffeine. So this is made in San Diego, California. Has 150 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah. So I'll zoom in here and I'll basically rehash all of this when I'm zoomed in. It helps me. I make videos out of these live streams, so it helps me edit them easier. So there's the Babe Yerba Mate, Blueberry Acai, 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters, 150 milligrams of caffeine. That is quite a bit, probably about twice the amount of a cup of coffee, give or take. Contains 3% juice, 60 calories. And then we've got 16 total carbohydrates, 16 grams of total carbohydrates, 14 grams of added sugars. And for the ingredients, we've got purified water, organic cane sugar, organic blueberry juice concentrate, organic yerba mate extract, organic acai puree, organic natural flavors, citric acid, monk fruit powder, and organic caffeine. Things to take note of: the monk fruit powder, that's a low calorie sweetener sugar alternative. So do your research on that, understand what you're consuming. That's one of the quote unquote natural ones, and it's more recent than stuff like sucralose and such. Yeah, and then it's made in San Diego, California. There's a bit of additional information: USDA organic, vegan, non-GMO, 150 milligrams caffeine, gluten-free, and antioxidants. So there's their marketing info if you want to read that. Tropical energy. I think we're good. Very standard top. There we go. Let's pop this open. There we go. This one actually looks different than the other ones I've had of this brand. It's got more of a red look to it rather than a brown look. I would assume it's from the blueberry or the acai. Yeah. I don't know if I need to zoom in there, but that's basically what it looks like. Looks fine. I like natural colors. So this is good. All right. Yeah, it does have a fruit smell to it. Pretty nice. It doesn't have a strong smell, but I can smell the yerba mate and obviously some fruit. It only has 3% juice in here, but that's better than nothing. All right, let's try this Babe Yerba Mate Blueberry Acai out. Definitely some berry flavor. There's some tartness. There's some sourness. I think that comes from the Yerba Mate because all of the ones that I've had, in addition to other brands of Yerba Mate, they have that kind of mix of sour, fruity, sour, tart profile to them. Obviously, this does have some fruit in it, but yeah, I think that's just what you're going to get with this type of drink because it's brewed like a tea. Obviously, it's not the tea plant, but it does have caffeine, so it's similar. But the flavor profile of yerba mate is very different than tea. So if you don't like tea, but you want like a brewed drink like this, it might be interesting to try out to see if you like the flavor profile of yerba mate versus the tea plant. I think it tastes good. I really like how it tastes. This one specifically, the blueberry and the acai, however, that tastes by itself, I don't know. But the flavor combination for this one's very nice. I like the berry flavor plus the yerba mate tea itself. I think that's a good combo. Yeah. It does have a fair amount of sugar in it. 16 fluid ounce, and then we've got 16 total sugars in here. 60 calories. I mean, that's much less than soda pop, which would, like a 12-ounce soda pop is what, 40 or 50 grams of sugar. So this one only has 16, but still it's fairly sweet to me. I think this is definitely of a sweetness level that's pleasant, but not bad, not gross. Yeah. I think it's a kind of a perfect level of sweetness. I mean, to me, maybe a little less sweet would be fine, but for most people, it's probably a very pleasant amount of sweetness, and unless they're just like very, very into sweet drinks and they're used to very sweet drinks. So, which, in the United States, that's usually the case, but it's been changing. So, yeah, I like it. Obviously, no carbonation in here, but that's fine. Anyways, I really like this company's drinks. They taste good. The ingredients look good. There's a lot of organic ingredients, fair amount of sugar in here. Obviously, it does have a lot of caffeine. 150 milligrams is, if you're not used to caffeine or you're sensitive to caffeine, this is obviously not something you should drink. But if you're okay with this amount, I think it's a good option. Very pleasant tasting. I like yerba mate. Yeah, very nice. Sorry. Anyways, that is the Babe Your Mate Blueberry Acai. Very nice. So, of the two drinks, I don't think I'm going to drink all of this. It's fine, but it's a very specific drink. Yeah, and then we've got the Yerba Mate, which is good. Anyways, that is it for me today on the live streams for Amazon and YouTube. But I do this. My call sign for this stuff is Scotty Joe Food Reviews. I also do camera gear reviews. What else? Technology stuff, computing, pretty much anything that I have access to these days. But I'm gonna sign out. See ya. There's that, and then sign out of YouTube. On YouTube, I'm gonna switch to one of my other channels, which is switch to at this cable is getting in my way. If I can type properly. COT. Think I got it right. Whoops, error. Try again. Anyways, It's Scotty Photon. Doesn't look like the chat window's working for some reason. All right. Unless YouTube's preventing me from mentioning my own channel. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to sign out of this YouTube channel. See ya. There's that.